Hello, and thank you for tuning into this week's episode of Gear Up. Here's what's in store for you today. The MLB playoffs started on Friday. I'll give you some scores from that. Michael Vick gets a segment on Mike Speaks Out. Some local high school football news. I give you my NFL pick of the week. And I also give you my top 5 MLB ballparks to visit. I'm Michael Peters, and you're watching Gear Up. The MLB playoffs started on Friday night. Here are the scores from the division series. The Phillies defeated the Cardinals 11-6 last night. They lead the series 1-0. Ryan Howard and Raul Ibanez each had a home run in the game, and Roy Halladay got the win. The Brewers defeated the Diamondbacks 4-1. They lead the series 1-0. Prince Fielder had a 2-run home run, and Giovanni Gallardo got the win. The Yankees defeated the Tigers 9-3. The Yankees lead the series 1-0. Friday's game got suspended in the second inning because of rain. The score was 1-1 when the game resumed. Robinson Cano got 6 RBIs and a grand slam in last night's game. And the Texas Rangers defeated the Rays 8-6. That series is tied 1-1. The next game will be in Tampa. My predictions for the AL and NL Championship Series will be Phillies versus Brewers and Yankees versus Rangers. The Rangers have won 10 out of their last 12, and I think they will defeat the Rays in the ALDS. I also think the Phillies, Brewers, and Yankees will win their series. I think the Yankees and Phillies will go on to the World Series, a rematch from 2 years ago, and I think the Yankees will win. Here are some top 25 college football scores. Pitt defeated number 16 ranked South Florida 44-17 on Thursday. Number 3 Alabama defeated 12 Florida 38-10. That's the first of 2 games that weren't as close as people predicted. The second was 7 Wisconsin defeating number 8 ranked Nebraska 48-17. They're only 1 ranking apart, but Nebraska just choked in a big game. Auburn defeated number 10 ranked South Carolina 16-13 yesterday. Clemson defeated number 11 Virginia Tech 23-3. Clemson's ranked 13th. Number 18 ranked Arkansas defeated number 14th ranked Texas A&M in a close game 42-38. And Southern Methodist University defeated number 20 ranked TCU 40-33 in overtime. And this isn't a top 25 game, but Air Force beats Navy 35-34 in overtime because of a blocked 35-yard extra point. A Navy player, their quarterback, got flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct after they scored a touchdown, and the officials enforced a penalty on the extra point, which was then blocked. Then Air Force scored, got an extra point that went through the uprights and won the game. My upset alert for this week is Ohio State at number 8 Nebraska. Ohio State is 11th best in points against, and Nebraska is 22nd best in points for. Both teams are coming off losses and will be looking to get back on track. And even though Nebraska is playing at home, I think Ohio State could win this game. They're 3-2. And a loss against Nebraska could destroy their bowl hopes. My game of the week in the NFL is the New York Giants at the Arizona Cardinals. The Giants are 1-point favorites, and I think this is ridiculous. They're 2-1. They beat the Eagles 29-16 last week on the road, and they're playing a 1-2 Cardinals team that got their only win against the Carolina Panthers, one of the NFL's worst, if not the worst, team. If you haven't picked up on it yet, I like the Giants, and they will definitely win by more than 1 point. By the way, I'm looking to go 4-0 this week in my NFL predictions. Now for some local high school football news. Hamilton crushes West Windsor-Plainsboro North 47-0 to improve to 4-0 on the season. Allentown defeats Bordentown 35-6 on Friday night after a tough loss to Trenton last week. Steiner blanks Heightstown 18-0, and Nottingham defeats Lawrence 41-20 to improve to 3-1 on the season. Now for this week's segment of Mike Speaks Out. So after last week's Eagles loss against the Giants, Michael Vick said, "Every time I throw the ball, I'm on the ground, getting hit in the head. I don't know why I don't get the 15-yard like everyone else, but hey, I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just making everyone aware of it." First of all, that doesn't make any sense, because he said he's not going to complain about it right after he did. Secondly, statistics show that the Eagles get the most roughing the passer calls in the NFC East, and they get the second most league-wide according to ESPN. Obviously, a $100 million salary that Michael Vick is making isn't just going to fall into your hands with no work involved. As an NFL player, you're going to get hit. There's no way to avoid it. You're going to get injuries, so stop complaining about a job and money that many people would kill for and suck it up. If you wanted more protection, you should have stayed in prison. Now, the NBA lockout has been going on for 94 days, and both sides are very far away from an agreement. The NBA regular season is scheduled to start on November 1st, which is less than a month away. The lockout started on July 1st. The NBA lockout is becoming comparable to the NFL lockout, which lasted 132 days until both sides came up with a compromise. Seriously, don't the owners and players have enough money, which is the main issue in this lockout? They make millions of dollars a year. Isn't that enough? What's next? A little league lockout? Come on. Now on the brighter side, we'll go to some this day in sports history. In 1913, the Phillies beat the New York Giants 2 games out of 3 in a triple header. I don't remember the last time that happened, but I guess it did. In 1947, Yankee Yogi Berra became the first to pinch hit a World Series home run. Now for this week's top 5, it's the top 5 MLB ballparks. I haven't been to all of them yet, but I've done a lot of research. At number 5, it's Dodger Stadium, home of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Number 4 is AT&T Park, home of the San Francisco Giants. At 3, I've been to this one, Yankee Stadium, home of the New York Yankees. At 2, one I would definitely like to go to, Wrigley Field, home of the Chicago Cubs. And at number 1, one that I've also been to, Fenway Park, home of the Boston Red Sox. Thank you for watching today's episode of Gear Up, and have a wonderful day.